Recently, I published a video featuring Hettich Quadro 4D. The Quadro 4D is an undermount drawer slides with a soft close feature that has a four-way adjustment. That's why they call it the 4D. On the bracket that's under the front of the drawer, you can adjust the drawer to the left, you can adjust it to the right, up and down. And then on the runner itself, under the drawer, there is an in and out adjustment on the drawer slide. And finally, at the back of the drawer, there is a tilt adjuster that can be added to the back of the drawer. And I featured it with the tilt adjuster. You could drill a hole if you wanted. Quadro 4D, in my estimation, is a premium, top of the line undermount drawer slide, and with plenty of features. Well, this video is focusing on a push to open add-on feature. So now you can take this Quadro 4D slide, which you see right here, and add a push to open feature to it. That's what we're going to do on this video. How do you go about installing a Quadro 4D push to open device? The first thing you got to do is get a device. So you buy the device. They have 3 weight ratings. I always recommend the heaviest weight rating with these push to opens, but in this particular case, that's what I have, the heaviest rating one. Comes in a box like this. Everything is in the box that you need. It's like putting Tinker Toys together. That's how easy it is. Well, with the exception of one thing. If you have a narrow box, you don't need to add a synchronization rod. But when you get wider drawers, a synchronization rod is very nice. I recommend it anyway on anything when you're putting in these push to open devices. Well, here's the thing. This is what you got to do. Here's the only hard part right here. This is the synchronization rod. It's made out of aluminum. You can put it on your cutoff saw and cut it to the length you need. So, then the first step, well, it isn't the first step you do. It can be whichever step you want it to be. But you have to measure what is the inside width of the cabinet. How wide is it from the inside of the face frame here to the inside of the face frame here? And subtract 8 inches. Cut this thing, whatever you come up with, cut it at that length. Now you have got your piece already cut and ready to go for your push to open undermount. Now I've gone to work and I've already cut the piece for this one. We've got it in this box somewhere, in with all the parts, and there's the one I need for this application. I subtracted 8 inches from the opening right here, and it's actually 202 millimeters if you're a millimeter kind of a guy. Subtract 202 millimeters from whatever you got here, that's your rod. Now let's pull the drawer out and see, how do you put in the components for the push to open. We're going to demonstrate how to install the push to open device. To start with, we're going to remove the drawer. And here are the runners. And to make it easy to view this whole operation, we're also going to remove this cross rail, which I already hammered out of there, so I can demonstrate how we install these pieces. I'll set up the camera now so you can get a closer look, and let's get the job done. First of all, here are all the components that make up your push to open device. Here's the left side mechanism, the right side mechanism. This is actually the push to open device. This is the trigger that activates this, and this trigger mounts to the drawer member, the movable member. One on the right, one on the left, Here's your synchronization rod, cut to specification, and your synchronization adapters. Now you cannot possibly get these in here wrong. You don't have to worry about that. You just find there is a slot that you have to line up to. So you aren't going to make a mistake there. There's all the components. The first thing we're going to do is put the triggers on this, which we call the drawer member, this movable part here. But I wanted to show you the dial here for it, adjusting in and out. When you turn this dial, it moves this thing back and forth to adjust your drawer front in and out. That is a beautiful feature there on both sides for in and out adjustment. And that's built into what we call the cabinet member. Now, as far as the trigger is concerned, there's a little spot here and here where you twist in the trigger, and they're marked left and right. So you put it in here like this and give her a little twist. Now the one on the left is in position. That's the trigger. Now let's do the one for the right side. Same operation. Come over here with this and put it in the slot. Give it a little twist, and it's locked into position. So we have the triggers installed for our push-to-open device. I want to show you this feature that I like on the back of the Quadro 4D with this spring-loaded rear hook. This is really a nice feature on the back of the slide because it allows for you some tolerance in your subfront thickness on your drawer. Another thing that this rear hook does is makes it possible to use the device that they provide, which is a tilt adjuster that goes on the back of the box. Plenty of room for that. And if you don't like the tilt adjuster, you can drill a 10mm hole to accept this hook. But the tilt adjuster is really nice thing. Well, let's get back to installing this. Here is the triggers that activate the push-to-open devices. I zoomed in on, let's move this out. This is the cabinet member, and you can see clearly here the slots that receive the push-to-open device, and you can see these pins that go in. So they will go into those slots, and then you pull backwards to tighten it into position. This goes on the cabinet member, and then here comes the trigger right here. So we'll slide that in position, put the pins in, and slide it backward till it locks. We do the same thing on the other side. Put it in position, slide it till it locks. Now both of these push-to-open devices are in position. Next thing we do is install the synchronization rod. As I mentioned, these synchronization adapters only go in one way. You can't get it wrong. And then pop those into the push-to-open devices, and this is set to go. The push-to-open devices are stationary on the cabinet member. Here are a couple of dials. This is also in and out adjustment for properly aligning the front of your drawer runner so that you have your proper gap behind the drawer front. So there's an adjustment there, and then you also have an adjustment on the front, which you can't see in the video right now, but we've showed it before. So we're fully installed now, and we will put the drawer in and see how well this push-to-open device works. By the way, there is the devices on the back of the box for tilt adjustment. Oh, we slide this together. That's our push-to-open operation. There. Huh. Now I can put our cabinet back together. There it is. All done did. I really do like this push to open feature. I don't know if anybody's going to have you put push to open throughout the kitchen, but you may have situations where you are going to have 2 or 3 of your cabinet drawers in a kitchen application that they want push to open, like for a waste bin. Well, let's just say a customer calls you, you've installed their kitchen, and they say, I sure would like to have push to open on a couple of these. Can you see how nice that would be to go out to that job site and pull the drawer out of the box and snap that unit in? The only thing you have to cut is the synchronization rod. Just figure out how wide your cabinet is and cut the rod with a hacksaw. It's nothing to it. I really like this this unit. You just observed something there that's interesting. That it takes a little weight in this drawer, because I did recommend the heaviest one. If there's weight in the drawer, this overcomes that device pretty easy. It's a nice system. I hope you liked this video and were able to make some use out of the features that are shown. And if you like the video and you like videos like this, please do the like thing on the bottom there and subscribe to this YouTube channel.